It's the 18th of April 2026. Welcome to Light TV Main News. Quote of the day: Salvation is found in no one else, for there is no other name under heaven given to mankind by which we must be saved. Acts 4 verse 12. The headlines: President Hakainde Hichilema urges engineers to drive national development. Mundubile calls for national unity urgently. And US deportees arrive in Democratic Republic of Congo. With the news in detail, my name is Joel Chisompola. President Hakainde Hichilema has urged engineers to play a stronger role in driving Zambia's economic development, citing their importance in infrastructure, innovation, and economic growth. Speaking at the 69th Annual General Meeting of Engineers in Livingstone, the president said engineering is central to achieving a 24-hour economy through reliable infrastructure and technology. He called for higher standards, innovation, and the attraction of top engineering talent, while stressing the need for quality and safety in all projects. The head of state also highlighted government efforts to reduce project costs and promote local production, urging engineers to ensure efficiency and value for money. He further encouraged the development of green technologies to support sustainable growth.
Drought-resistant varieties. I'm throwing a challenge. So let's not leave it to agricultural scientists. There is engineering inside, isn't it? Engineers don't have a limit just to work in isolation. Work with agricultural scientists, work with medicine. There is engineering in irrigation. We want to see the engineers work not much as many of us professionals like to profess self-assurance. Let's see the value of engineering in drought-resistant stuff, mitigation, floods. I talked about bridges. Let's see the value of us here in this room and those who are not here in the quality of roads, the design and quality of roads. Let the results speak for us. Roads, bridges that can withstand storms. Culverts that are not, I talked to this minister, we talked. Culverts that are not below the surface level. Because they'll be clogged, isn't it? They see the work of us, excellent engineers. One of the things we do well in this country is that we get good grades at school and other universities. And then we back them, we think that we worked. No, that's just a key into the room. Our certificates are only keys to allow us to enter the room where work takes place. When we're inside there, let us work. Let our skills show in the water harvest that the government now is pushing. Weirs, dams for water harvest. Are we together? We want to see more of your work stay together with other professions. I said already, precision irrigation. See what, I think the Israelis designed the drip irrigation, isn't it? We want to see how you can work, President, to lower the cost of drip irrigation. Alternatives. Just some basic designs. So that even the small-scale farmers can afford drip irrigation. You can do it. I know you can do it. And then we want to see your value there so that we farmers can now utilize your.
Socialist Party and People's Party President Dr. Fred Membe has called for a new approach to artisanal mining in Zambia, saying it should not be treated as a criminal activity but as part of the country's broader economic struggle. He says thousands of young people remain in informal mining due to limited access to land, licenses, and processing facilities, which he argues are controlled by foreign interests and a small local elite. Dr. Membe has proposed that artisanal miners be organized into state-supported cooperatives, equipped with tools, safety gear, and geological support. He also suggested the establishment of state-owned buying centers to ensure fair pricing for minerals, with proceeds reinvested into social services and infrastructure. He says proper planning, not crackdowns, is key to transforming artisanal mining into a formal and productive sector. Tonse Alliance President Brian Munduvile has called for national unity, urging an end to divisive politics in Zambia. Speaking at the launch of the Tonse Alliance Manifesto in Lusaka, Honorable Munduvile said no nation can develop while divided, stressing that unity is a national emergency that requires urgent attention. He warned against tribal politics, saying Zambia is bigger than any tribe and stronger than any division, adding that the country belongs to all its people. Mr. Munduvile said the manifesto is a blueprint for national restoration built on unity, dignity, and productivity. He further pledged that a Tonse Alliance government would represent all provinces, languages, and citizens equally. He has since called for collective efforts to rebuild and unite the nation under the motto, One Zambia, One Nation.
May God bless the Tonse Alliance. And may God bless the Republic of Zambia. Thank you very much. One Zambia!
Government has warned individuals and companies operating money lending businesses without valid licenses that they risk prosecution. In a public notice, the Ministry of Finance and National Planning says all money lenders must comply with the Money Lenders Act, Cap 398, which requires proper licensing before operating. The ministry has outlined key requirements, including registration with PACRA and a valid tax clearance certificate from the Zambia Revenue Authority or a TPIN for individuals. Applicants must also obtain police clearance, fingerprints for directors, and a money lender certificate from a magistrate or subordinate court. Government says unlicensed operations are illegal and will be dealt with in accordance with the law. Copperbelt Province Minister Elisha Matambo has flagged off the distribution of assorted medical supplies by the Zambia Flying Doctor Service in Chifunkana's chiefdom in Lufwanyama district. The initiative targets remote and hard-to-reach areas, improving access to healthcare services. Mr. Matambo thanked President Hakainde Hichilema for revamping the service and commended health officials for their continued efforts. He reaffirmed government's commitment to reducing maternal and child mortality and urged local lenders to strengthen community sensitization to ensure more people benefit from the outreach program.
Is vastly spread, and every Zambian living in every corner of the country, their life is as important as the life in Lusaka, it's as important as the life on the Copperbelt. So quality health service provision is not a prison for a few of us who are blessed to be in town. Flying Doctor Service bridges that gap to ensure that health services are taken to the far-flung areas. At our peak, Honorable Minister, we are able to do 9 concurrent medical outreaches. Last year alone, we serviced 154,000 rural patients, doing over 116 medical evacuations, flying over 1,000 hours, burning fuel, Jet A1 fuel, worth over 5 million kwacha. This is the effort of your government, the effort of our Republican President. We say thank you. As we distribute the items today, Honorable Minister, we want to ensure that we don't just practice these things rhetorically. As we are reducing maternal mortality, as we have been instructed that every health facility should have a maternity annex. We want those mothers to be very healthy. That is why we are distributing the supplements for our pregnant mothers. I thank you so much, Honorable Minister, and thank you to all. That we don't just practice these things rhetorically.
Chisamba District has recorded 109 schoolgirl pregnancies in the first quarter, with authorities noting a gradual decline compared to previous years. District Education Board Secretary Florence Mwelwa-Lubea says the majority of cases involve learners aged between 17 and 19, with Momboshi Secondary School recording the highest number. Ms. Lubea attributes the situation to long distances to school, financial challenges, exposure to illegal mining activities, and limited recreation facilities. She says the district is intensifying sensitization programs on education and child protection, working with various stakeholders as schools reopen. Authorities remain hopeful that continued interventions will further reduce the cases. We take our first set of commercials. I'll be right back.
Hello, this is Coach Malaji at Christ Life. We are excited to announce our April holiday swimming program. This program is a learn to swim program, and we are inviting all ages starting from 5 years to adults. To those who can come and swim, swimming is a very important skill to learn. Imagine yourself being on a boat cruise, and then that boat cruise capsizes. You don't know how to swim. How can you save your friend, yourself? So come here at Christ Life and learn how to swim. Swimming is a very important skill. Swimming is also an exercise. It starts from the toes all the way up to your head. So we are inviting everybody of all ages, starting from 5, going all the way up to adulthood. It doesn't matter if you're an old person, you can learn how to swim. So the swimming program is not limited to April only. We can accommodate you at a longer period, for example, May and this other coming few months. And those who are busy with other programs, for example, you are going for holiday, you are going for work, we can accommodate you in a flexible time, like during the weekend, after working hours from 15 to 17. Our program is a one-to-one swimming program, whereas in you have your own coach coaching you one-to-one. So basically, those coaches are qualified coaches, and they'll be with you in the water. There's nothing like you are training on your own. You'll be advised when to move from the shallow end to the deep end.
Welcome back. Thank you for staying tuned. Welcome back. Thank you for staying tuned. We continue with the news. UPND aspiring Member of Parliament, Ambassador Evans Kazonga Ngoma, has urged businesses to comply with President Hakainde Hichilema's 24-hour economy policy. Mr. Ngoma says fuel service stations must lead by example by ensuring an uninterrupted supply to support transport, commerce, and emergency services. He notes that reliable fuel access is key, especially in rural areas where communities depend on consistent services. Mr. Ngoma adds that the policy aims to create jobs, boost competitiveness, and improve access to essential services. He has since called for cooperation between government, businesses, and citizens to make the 24-hour economy a success.
Yeah, so thank you so much. This is proudly Zambian Brand Ambassador, Mr. Evans Kazonga Ngoma, here in Lundazi District. We have bemoaned the lack of adherence to major pronouncement in the economic sector regarding the 24-hour economy. Where we are here, we are at Engine Filling Station. Upon government's pronouncement of 24-hour economy, we expect that all service stations across the country should begin to run 24/7. This is the only way we can begin to start actualize the 24-hour economy in places where this has not been happening. Where we are here, we are supposed to be seeing service stations operating, giving services to the general public so that the goods and services can be running 24/7. This is the only way we can enhance our socio-economic growth. As per Isaac campaign, we would like to urge all those that are running service stations across the country to adhere to the 24-hour economy. Let them get in touch with the Zambia police, and then they can offer security at any given time. This is the only way Zambia will move from where we are to another level economically. As by it, we are thrilled at the pronouncement by the government. So now we expect service stations like here in Lundazi to begin and perform this exercise. Sooner rather than later, we'll begin to enjoy the fruit of the 24-hour economy. This is proud Zambian Brand Ambassador, Mr. Evans Kazonga Ngoma, here in Lundazi. I say, let me running by keeping the service stations running throughout.
The government has commissioned the 4.8-kilometer Maitek-Kansanshi-Joe carriageway in Solwezi district. The road, which runs from Maitek traffic lights to Kansanshi Mine Gate, is a stone-based tarred Joe carriageway with 2 lanes in each direction. Northwestern Province Minister Honorable Robert Lihefu says the project reflects the New Dawn government's commitment to improving road connectivity as a key driver of national development. He has praised Kansanshi Mining PLC for partnering with government and urged stakeholders to cooperate with contractors during construction. A 38-year-old man has died after being assaulted during a drinking session in Chama district. Police have identified the victim as Jimmy Zimba of Munyakanya village in Senior Chief Kabombo's area. Eastern Province Commanding Officer Robertson Mwemba says Mr. Zimba was involved in a quarrel with an unknown person at a drinking spot on Wednesday evening. The suspect allegedly struck him with a metal bar, causing a deep wound and heavy bleeding. Mr. Zimba was rushed to Kamfutu Rural Health Post, where he later died on Thursday afternoon. Police have launched investigations and the suspect is still at large. Police in Lusaka have arrested 3 suspects in connection with an abduction case that occurred yesterday between 10 and 15:30 hours in Zanimuone West and Garden House areas. Zambia Police spokesperson Godfrey Chilabi says the case was reported by a 24-year-old man who stated that his 21-year-old wife was abducted by unknown persons who demanded a ransom for her release. Preliminary investigations show the victim boarded a taxi in Zanimuone West with 4 occupants. At Chingwere turn-off, she was allegedly overpowered, her belongings confiscated, and she was forced into captivity as the suspects demanded 10,000 kwacha. An intelligence-led operation by the anti-robbery squad led to the arrest of the 3 suspects around 16 hours in Garden House, where the victim was rescued from a silver Honda Fit. Police further say the suspects are also linked to a similar abduction in Kavangwe on April 13, involving a university student and a ransom of 9,000 kwacha. Investigations are ongoing. We take our second break. On the other side, join me for sports and international news.
Nilikuti, where am I?
You are lost?
Nilikuti.
Kono, tilikuwa ibex Kolosak.
Okay, the song goes like this.
Thank you, mama. Thank you, mama.
But muzatika jongo kani sumnangele deep and nizufuna mveze saka thank you mama.
Mama, thank you mama. For your care, for your care.
Hi, this is Memory Edge Chanda and you are watching Light Television Zambia on Top Star, Channel 121.
Evangelical Fellowship of Zambia, established since 1964, and its membership has been growing at a significant rate, comprising of both local denominations, local congregations, faith-based organizations, mission agencies, and parachurch organizations countrywide. The contributions of EFZ to the holistic societal transformation has widened over the years, and the church has experienced phenomenal increase. With the Holy Bible as their final authority, coupled with evangelism and discipleship, a holistic ministry as service is of top value. To value the local church and value unity and partnerships, integrity and excellence, together with justice and equality, are our values. Get in touch with us on the number +260 9651 35214 or email info@efz.org.zm or come through at plot number 8665 Kamloops Road, Lusaka, Zambia. Evangelical Fellowship of Zambia.
Making your business grow is what we do best, and we are opening doors for you this season. Get in touch with our marketing team and be abreast by some of our offers available for you to make your business grow. It's time to elevate, add a little flavor, and sprout to the world with wings of success. Call the marketing lines to learn more.
Welcome back. Thank you for staying tuned. We continue with the rest of the news. In sports news, the Copper Princesses have safely returned home after securing a victory in the 2026 FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup qualifiers. The team arrived at Kenneth Kaunda International Airport in Lusaka aboard Ethiopian Airlines, touching down at exactly 13:13 hours, where they were warmly received. Zambia started their qualification campaign on a strong note, defeating host Rwanda 2-0 in the opening league away from home. The result has boosted confidence within the camp as they aim for a place in the next stage of the competition. Attention now shifts to the return leg, which will be played next Wednesday at Levi Mwanawasa Stadium in Ndola, where the Copper Princesses will look to complete the job in front of home fans. In international news, 15 deportees from the United States, reportedly from South America, have arrived in the Democratic Republic of Congo, marking the first group under a new deportation arrangement. The Congolese government says the individuals are in the country on a temporary basis, with the United States funding their reception, support, and care. Authorities in Kinshasa state the agreement aligns with their commitment to human dignity and international solidarity, while stressing it is not a permanent relocation program. The United States has been deporting migrants to several African countries as part of its stricter immigration policy. Meanwhile, discussions continue between Washington and Kinshasa on broader cooperation, including security and mineral resources. That note brings us to the end of the main news. But before we go, a recap of the headlines. President Hakainde Hichilema urges engineers to drive national development. Mundubile calls for national unity urgently. And US deportees arrive in the Democratic Republic of Congo. Thank you for tuning in. Stay inspired.